Glug.
Look,
Glug.
I can't stop saying it.
I am all ears. A ghost fancast.
Hello and welcome to the I Am All Ears podcast with me, Alva. Today I'm joined by two new guesties, and they've got a very special place in my heart because they are fellow Brits. So today I'm joined with Hannah and Sophie. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, good to be here.
Yeah,
Hello.
definitely.
So today we're going to be talking all things ghost and UK. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat about what some of us have done with ghosts whenever they've come to the UK, like some of the UK rituals we've been to. And then we're going to spice things up. We're going to educate the masses on British culture. But the way I thought we could do this was I'll throw in a couple of British things that are very iconic, or, just some British ways of life. And then we're going to discuss which papa would do what and what their food orders would be, what their favorite TV shows would be, and explain what these things are. So yeah, we'll dive right in. So Hannah, you have been to a ritual in the UK, right?
I have.
And Sophie, I know me and you were in Nice together in France, but was that the first ghost show you've been to?
Yeah, literally my first ritual.
Okay, so you're yet to experience the UK shows.
Yeah,
Ooh.
hopefully, fingers crossed.
So Hannah, when was your first ritual?
My first ritual, I remember the exact date because it changed my life forever, was the 2nd of April 2017. So,
Ooh, what venue was
there
that?
we go. It was at the Brighton Dome, which was amazing. Like
Oh,
the
I love
most,
that venue.
yeah, because it's like quite spooky and churchy and stuff. And yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it's so pretty
Um,
outside.
yeah, it was amazing. It was quite like small-ish crowd, like in comparison to now.
Mm.
And I queued from at 3 p.m. and I got front row, so that says a lot about how big
Wow.
Ghost has got. Yeah,
If only.
I know. I would literally kill for that, like to tap into
Yeah.
me again. Because really liked Ghost when I saw them first, but I didn't I wasn't fully in, Like I didn't know that he's Cerise people. I didn't know that I didn't know like the songs as well as I do now. And so when I went, I was kind of like just like miming some of them, but I knew some of them quite well. And then he Cerise me, and I was like, what's happening? Like I didn't actually know, and I kept looking behind me because I thought he was like pointing to something in the crowd, and I was like, what's going on? Yeah, that was really weird. So yeah, and
How was it seeing Terzo?
oh my god, amazing! Like it actually. I remember I messaged my friend afterwards saying, I think I'm a Satanist now. Like, I think that's just like changed my life forever. Um, yeah, it was pretty fucking incredible. And it was very like British. Like, there was like a bar at the back, and everyone was just like, not moshing at the back, but like, there was just loads of like grown men like with beers at the back. Like, yeah, it was very, very that.
Yeah.
Which is an experience, definitely.
So I know you went to the same ritual as me in London 2022, but did you go to one before that? Like, did you go to any before that as well, like during the Cardinal era?
Yeah, so I went to the Royal Albert Hall one.
Oh, the
Which
dream.
was amazing. I was actually very lucky with that. I met some random guy in the queue, and I didn't realize, but I had a gallery seat, which was like up in the I don't know like gallery, and I didn't realize that it wasn't standing. And I met this guy in the queue, and he was like, "Oh, I've got another ticket. Do you want to buy it?" I was like, yeah." So I ended up also being like not front row but close, for that, and that was incredible. And then I saw them again in Nottingham, which was weird because I'd never actually been that far up north, I don't think.
Oh no.
It's not even north, like it's like in the middle of England.
It's
So.
not.
No, it's not
Yeah.
north at all. um, yeah, that was cool, and I think Amsterdam, but it's not British.
Not British.
Not British. And yeah, London last year.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I
Yeah,
was
so
gonna say the
four.
Royal Albert Hall is the like venue I kind of want them to come back to because I think that would be stunning,
Yeah.
especially because there's so many bands now that do these nights at the Royal Albert Hall. but with orchestras. And after seeing a little bit of a taste of it in LA, how they did
Yeah.
If You Have Ghosts with the orchestra, I want them to do the full. Because I think the Royal Albert Hall show, as far as I'm aware, I'm so pissed off. I think I've told this story a billion times about how I got offered to go to that show and I declined for reasons I won't get into. But stupid me. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it was a standard ghost show. They didn't do any orchestral bits.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't I wouldn't say it was standard, but they didn't do any orchestral bits at all. But it was about 3 hours long, and they did like almost double the amount of songs that they would do
Uh, oh yeah, it was when they were
normally.
doing like the Evening with style ones, I think, on the Pale Tornado
Yeah,
deck. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really hope they do come back to that venue. That would be amazing, and do the orchestral bits. I think everyone needs to see that, or at
Yeah.
least do a few dates because people would like miss it and stuff. So.
Yeah. So, as someone who's been to both the O2, which, if you don't know what the O2 is, if you're not from the UK, it's like one of the biggest venues in the, at least biggest indoor venues that's not like a stadium in the UK. And obviously, something like the Brighton Doe was probably during the academy circuits. I'm guessing just from the sounds of your answers that you prefer the smaller venues.
Yeah, I think the sound quality is better. And
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was just the O2 sound quality wasn't as good, but
Hmm.
yeah.
It's tricky because like I said, you've got the benefits of the sound quality, but the production size and like what they can do is so much bigger in the
That's the
O2. But
thing, isn't it?
it's
Yeah.
a catch-22. Sophie, you're whereabouts are you in the UK? Are you from again? I know you're up north, but
Pretty much like near Newcastle is the best way I can describe it without being very specific.
okay, cool. I was gonna say, is there any northern venues you'd like to see them at?
Um, to be fair, we don't really have that many. Like we have, like I think it's Club NX, which used to be like an O2 Academy venue.
Mm.
But apart from that, we've just got like one big arena. But I'm the same. Like I'd personally rather see them in a smaller venue.
Mm.
Mm.
It's just more intimate, like I don't
Yeah.
know. The vibe is better. It's not like people being violent. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. What's quite interesting was because one of my favorite venues is the Manchester Academy, up north. Like, if I was going to go to a northern, I know it's not that north, but it's north of me. But hey ho. Um, but I think it was on. Oh, it's with Dan P. Carter who was interviewing Tobe a couple of years ago, and Tobe says he hates the Manchester Academy, and I was like, oh
Oh
fuck.
no.
But yeah, there's I'm trying to think of what other venues in the UK I think I'd like them to do. Like they've done the Birmingham ones a few times, but obviously I didn't go to those because I hadn't been
Mm.
perceived. What's the word I'm trying to say? I was blind and then I didn't see by then.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think for me the biggest UK one I'd like to see them in again is the Albert Hall. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the idea of them doing stadium shows, which I know they want to do. Like, imagine them doing Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
It would
Yeah.
be cool,
No,
but
I don't
it's a bit
know.
big. It is a bit big.
Yeah, it's a bit
I just
big.
feel like it's too big. Like it wouldn't be enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, the O2 wasn't full when we went, I'm pretty sure. Like,
No, they'd closed up. They curtained off the top seats.
yeah. So it's kind of pointless of them to, I don't know. Hopefully he's not hearing this. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit pointless going to like huge arenas if they're not going to fill it, Um,
Yeah, they've probably got to sell out the O2 first. Like, take away those top curtains and sell that
yeah,
first.
exactly. Get your money's worth,
Wait,
Tobe.
yeah, exactly. And then we have things like festivals. I saw them at Download Festival this year. And Download Festival's like, I don't know if anyone else has been, is my favorite festival ever. I love it. But when I was a little bit sad that um they were headlining the second stage, and I expected, because obviously I'd been on several shows of the tour, so I'd kind of got accustomed to what to expect. Um and it was only like 50 minutes of the set, and there was like only
Oh,
two costume changes, and there was like hardly any pyro and stuff. And a lot of my friends were seeing them for the first time at Download, and I was just like, afterwards, I was like, that is not the same show. Like, you need to go
yeah.
see them at another, like, an actual indoor show that they do, because that was like just a taste. That's like the starter. Like, you need to have the main course.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. I really wanted to go, but I was like, oh, that could happen. Like in my head, I was like, oh, it might not be as good. Now I'm
If
kind of
I'm
glad
honest,
to go.
yeah, if I'm honest, I mean, it's a ghost show. You're still gonna have fun. If you love ghosts, you're gonna love it. But
Mm,
it, for me, was probably worth forking out going abroad to see them rather
yeah,
than sticking at home.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And Albert, when you were in London last year, you were like seated, weren't you? Am I thinking that correctly?
No, I was standing, but it was
Ah,
my first ever ritual,
yeah.
so but I had seated for Birmingham, which was interesting. Um, I do kind of like I think now I appreciate Ghosts a lot more. I would love to do a seated show again. But at the actually further towards
Mhm.
the back, because when I was in Birmingham, I was sat kind of at the side, like pretty much
Mm,
side on, which was interesting because you could see Papa going backstage. So that, from a sort of theatrics nerd point of view, and staging nerd, was kind of cool. But yeah, I think I'd like to see all the lights showing pyro from the back at least once, just because I've seen some bits on TikTok and Twitter, and I'm just like, oh, that looks so fucking sick, and you don't get it like when you're right at the front.
yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah. But yeah, no, London was standing and it was my first show and we weren't close. So I think that says a lot about their shows, that you can be a casual fan and not have the best view and still come out and become obsessed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's
100%.
like a theatre
I
performance, isn't it? Like yeah, it's so
Yeah.
theatrical and
So good. Yeah, so me and Sophie and a couple of other there were quite a few Brits in Nice actually.
Yeah, there was actually. I was very surprised.
Yeah, I was very it was quite funny because the day before the show, me and my friend, we were just sort of going out and getting drinks and stuff, and I felt, because of the scenery, because it was so like beachy and like palm trees everywhere, I was like, I feel, and I was drinking, and I was like, this is very typical Brit abroad behavior. And we were like fucking
Yeah.
drinking in the queue. I was like, fucking hell, typical Brit abroad right now.
I mean, it was quite British if you put some like palm trees in for the scenery.
It was actually, yeah. Everyone was just like, oh, it was a mess though. Like, I think I've spoke about like what Nice was like in previous
yeah.
episodes, but fucking hell.
I think most of like the feeling of Britishness from that like Nice ritual was mostly because of people complaining, and I was like, yeah, I feel right at home here.
Oh yeah, and then like because you guys were behind me, I was like, you know what, we've got to stick together.
Yeah.
We've I need my home people right now. Ah, that show was so. It was a great show. It was just so like hot and unorganized, the whole thing. And like I said, us Brits can't cope with anything above 20 degrees, and it was like
No,
30.
it's awful.
That's so bad.
Oh, that sunburn. I'll never forget it.
Oh, right. So this is where we can take a little bit of a less serious turn now. So I've got a few things written down, and I've got a few of what I think could be the case. So we're going to throw out a couple of British iconic places or things, and we're going to say which papa would do partake in what sort of thing. So first things up on my list I've got is Greg's. So for anyone who doesn't know what Greg's is a bakery type establishment, known for selling things like pasties, sandwiches, drinks, donuts. It used to be I remember when you could get a steak bake for like 80p, but now they're like, I don't
Like
know,
two
one
quid.
something. Yeah, fucking hell, Cosy lives is real.
True.
Um, oh, life hack, by the way, if you've got the O2 Priority app, you get so much free shit on there from Greg's. It's
You
amazing.
do. It's so
It's
good.
so good.
Uh,
It's worth it.
can
Um,
confirm.
so this is what I've got down, and you can agree or disagree and throw in what you think, your counter arguments. Greg's orders from the Papas. I've gone primo with the cheese and onion. I don't know why.
Oh
Just
yeah,
a cheese and steak bake,
that
cheese
is
and
what
onion
old men
bake rather.
have.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've gone with secondo with steak bake.
Hmm.
Mm, I see it.
Yeah, Terzo, I feel like is gonna be. I was trying to stick with the pasties because I was just Terzo. I went yum yums, but I was like, but okay, but what savory would he have? I just went with chicken because I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, that checks out definitely. Yeah.
Nil, I went with the beans one because it would just get all down him
Yeah.
with his fucking false teeth out.
I love it.
And then Copia, I don't know, I really couldn't think of one for Copia. I just went with the pizza slice things.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like metaphorically, like different.
Yeah. What do we think?
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, I think chicken is definitely what a lot of younger people eat. I don't know. I'm probably bullshitting, but I think chicken's easy
Yeah,
to
I know.
cook in it, and
Yeah,
Terzo's the youngest one, so
he
kind of makes
relates
sense.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like I feel like Copia would just go in and stare for about 5 hours, not deciding, and then just settling on pizza because it's just what he would just feel comfortable with
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Like,
he's definitely a pizza slice guy.
for sure. He might go into like the little, that bit that's got like the hot food to go type thing, and like stare at that for about
Yeah.
5 hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's so him. Maybe get some wedges on the side.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Bit of ketchup.
All right, and then I've got the favorite TV shows. And again, I'm going with British TV shows here. Although I think some of these have got like international spin-offs now, and probably some of them started internationally, but So I've gone with Primo as Antiques Roadshow,
Ha.
which, if people don't know, I have I actually watched Antiques Roadshow? From my understanding, it's a show where people bring on like stuff they found in their lofts or attics and bring them to this roadshow, and they auction shit and buy it. Am I getting that right?
No, you're so right, and it just sounds like the
Yeah,
most boring premise for a
yeah.
TV show, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it sounds very, everyone's very like, or at least tries to act upper class on it, but I just feel like Primo would be all up on that if he was British.
hmm
I mean, he technically is an antique, so he'd fit right in.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
he
you're
is
so
an
right.
antique. So Secondo, I've got two. He's either going to be watching Naked Attraction or Love Island.
With his sunglasses
Yeah, they're his
on.
guilty pleasures.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely.
If people, I've got to go off on Naked Attraction at the minute because if people don't know what Naked Attraction is, it's a TV show that is it's like Blind Date, and this person comes on looking for a person, like a partner, and there's four like booths type things that are like they're like tubes, and inside each tube is a naked person, and as each round goes on, like more and more of the person gets revealed, and then they sort of like eliminate people one by one, and then eventually they get naked themselves, and then they pick who they want just on looks alone. At first, the premise of the show sounded like it was going to be really like good, as in like we're just normalizing the human body and accepting all different body types, but it actually turns out into be this like quite shallow show. Like they'll like lift up the tube for like a little bit and it just up to like the crotch area, and this one person will be like that I saw was like, oh, I don't want to date the blue one because they've got a funny little toe, so I'm going to eliminate them. And I'm like, that could be the love of your life and you're throwing them away just because you don't like their toe. I get riled up about Naked Attraction, but it is kind of funny
Yeah, I love
to
watching it
watch.
because it's just such a like what's it called? Like, yeah. Oh, what is the phrase? I swear someone just said it. Guilty pleasure. Yeah, like
Guilty
it's such a guilty
pleasure,
pleasure.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's hilarious.
But just
Like,
like
Yeah.
imagine going on that show and being like, I'm eliminating you because you've got pubes. Like it's wild.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this guy's foreskin's too long. Sorry, can't marry you.
yeah, one
You're
testicle's a
out.
bit dropping slightly, so you're out.
It's so shallow. Like, it's so funny. But yeah, I think I'm gonna out my boss here, even though fuck him, I didn't like him anyway. There's one guy I used to work with who was my boss. He was always like, oh yeah, when the missus goes out, I put Naked Attraction on and like try and skip through to find the women. I'm like, the internet is free.
Like
There's
porn
plenty
exists,
of
mate.
porn exists. You haven't got to watch Naked Attraction to get off.
And also, like, what are you getting out of naked? Like, oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because it's very like everyone stood very clinical.
Yeah, everyone's a bit awkward on that show. It's very like British how awkward it is as well, isn't it? Like, it's like,
Oh
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, look at my fanny, like yeah, how funny. Like, I don't know, like,
The weird thing is, I know one person I know auditioned for it, and I think though I remember them telling me the audition process, and it was a bit weird. Like you had to get on like webcam naked, and then someone
Oh,
who I knew,
what?
like, yeah, it's like
that's
apparently that happens.
questionable.
Yeah, that did seem like sus. And then someone who I haven't spoken to for years, but I used to know them like 10 years ago, was on an episode, and I don't know if you remember this episode, but they licked custard off some guy's stomach
Oh, I
on
do
there.
remember that.
Yeah, she was into wrestling stuff. Yeah, that was someone I knew back in the day. It
Yeah, that's the thing. England is a very small country, and everyone seems to know everyone. Like, it's
is
really
actually
weird.
true. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, do you know the Queen?" And I'm like, "No, but I literally know someone from like Newcastle, Devon, and like Kent all in one.
Yeah.
You can't go
Yeah.
anywhere without bumping into someone." Terzo, I've put he's a married at first sight guy, or Hollyoaks if we're going into soaps.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
it's weird. I
like
was just thinking first dates as well.
Oh yeah, he would actually.
yeah.
He'd love all the romance shows. Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
Hollyoaks is a very like niche audience, but he definitely fits into it. I would say that and like maybe like Say Yes to the Dress. And he
Oh
always
my
has an
god,
opinion
yes.
on the dress.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely watching that with like a box of milk tray or something.
100%.
Yeah, his toffee ones are
Oh,
the favourite.
oh my god, that's a good point. This isn't one I've put down, but now I'm thinking about which celebrate like in either a Quality Street or Celebrations box each one would have.
Yeah. Yeah, Primo's the bounty, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Nil's a Mars guy.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh, and
Mm.
Terzo's definitely Maltesers.
Oh, 100%. Anyone listening right now probably doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about, but I'm here for it.
We'll reach a certain demographic, like.
Yeah, it's all good. Um, Going back to television shows, Nil. I've gone with Emmerdale or Coronation Street. Bit of both. He's a soaps guy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Definitely Emmerdale though. Or like reruns of like the really old TV shows on Gold, like Love Thy Neighbor
Oh,
or
like
Only
Dad's
Fools.
Only Fools and
Army.
Horses. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
is
love it.
100%. He's just on Gold constantly.
Does gold eating exist anymore? I'm just
Yeah, I think
thinking.
so.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sure
good.
we've got it on our TV box. I think Copia. I really couldn't think, and I don't know why this popped into my head. I think I was talking about this with my partner the other day. He watches really weird, obscure Channel 4 documentaries, and the one that popped into my head was this one that I remember watching about. I think it was in like 2007. I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but it was called Virgin School, and it
I
was this
think I
guy
remember
who,
that.
yeah, it was that guy who was like, I think he was in his late 30s, and they sent him to Amsterdam, and he was a bit of like an incel kind of nerdy guy who had never like even touched a woman, and they sent him to go and lose his virginity, and they made a whole documentary on it, and it was the most like, and they just filmed him like losing his virginity, and it was really
Oh,
fucking weird. I feel
oh,
like
that's like
he'd watch that.
yeah, it's like such a shamey thing. Oh, that's really
Yeah.
mean.
And then he was just like, but they were doing it in like ways that like people just don't naturally have sex. They were teaching him like the Kama Sutra and like was like cupping his balls and shit just like live on TV.
Yeah,
And it
I
was
think I
like,
remember that.
it was so fucking weird. And it was like, okay, now breathe in the genitals. It's like, I'm pretty sure most people don't do this when they lose their V, but okay, whatever you're going to teach him. But yeah, Copio watches all those type of weird Channel 4 documentaries, I feel.
Mm. Yeah, I see it. I see
I
it.
do feel like
Or,
you'd also enjoy The Trace.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I,
He's
I
definitely
think
the
he would have
chase.
loved, and like back when it was on Deal or No Deal.
Oh yes, or Golden Balls, and
Yes.
seeing who
Oh
would
my
like
god.
split or steal it.
I want to know if I really want to know this. I don't know why. If Tobes ever watched Nevermind the Buzzcocks, because I feel like he's either watched every episode or has never seen it. Because that show was so good before they rebooted it.
I reckon he. I think he does get like British humour and stuff. I feel like he must have watched some sort of British stuff to sort of understand You know, like he
Mhm.
has his English is so good, and I don't know,
Mm.
he kind of, I feel like he does appreciate
Yeah. Like,
that.
I'd love to know if he's seen, like, any of our panel shows, just like Would I Lie to You and Mock the Week and shit.
Yeah, who's his favorite comedian? That's what I want to know.
If it's not Noel Fielding, I'm leaving.
Oh, it has to be, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, he's into the wacky shit. He's gotta love it. Has he seen the Mighty Boosh? That's what I want to know.
Mm. Or
Oh,
IT crowd. That's what I'm
oh
wondering.
my god. I mean, fuck
Mhm.
Grey and Linen, but because he's a massive turf, but that
Yeah.
show was so good. Um, okay, so got music now. Speaking of music, so I've gone with like British pop acts, which like would be each of their favorites. I've gone with Primo with Cliff Richard.
Nice.
I feel
Yeah.
like Secondo would be a massive Scar fan, so like Madness and the Specials.
The
I've
absolute
gone
dad.
for sure, yeah, for sure. I've gone with Terzo would be a Girls Aloud and Sugar Babes person.
Oh yeah, them early like 2000 bops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the girl bands have. Neil would be a Tom Jones stanny. He'd probably watch as The Voice. And then Copia would be a massive Take That stanny.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm actually getting cringing at the thought of it.
I know,
But
right?
take that, would it be like before Robbie or after Robbie?
Oh, I don't know. Not the recent years, but I'm feeling at least, just before Robbie came back, the second time in like before 2010 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like the sort of Patience era, Take That, and Shine era, Take That.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic.
I
Yeah,
get that.
I'm getting vibes of that. Actually, I think he also would be a Robbie fan. Like I can see him
Maybe
belting Angels.
maybe the Ghost stage was built on the premise of the music video for Shine by Take That.
That is such a bop. I'm not gonna lie. Even if the Morrisons advert ruined it for me.
Oh my god, yeah. That, oh god, yeah, it did ruin it for me actually.
Oh, speaking of, I haven't actually wrote this down, but now I'm just thinking about it. Which one where they would all shop? Terzo's got to be Tesco, just for the name
Yeah.
Yeah,
similarity. I feel like Neil would be a Waitrose motherfucker.
yeah, I'll say Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's. Primo
Mhm.
would probably get like an Ocado delivery or something.
Yeah.
Uh, or Sainsbury's maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Copia
Copia.
would be. He's got to
I,
be. That photo I sent the other day where he's got like the Lidl bag.
oh my god, yeah, it's got to be Little then, surely. Little
Yeah,
Rowdy.
yeah. And then Secondo's probably just an Asda bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing I wrote down is spoons. Now,
Classic.
spoons, you may wonder what that is. Spoons is a way of life in the UK, short for Witherspoons. It is a chain. I mean, I can't really hype up Spoons too much because I think the owner's a piece of shit, but nevertheless, we press on. It's short for Weatherspoons, and it's a chain of pubs, and they sell quite affordable food, drinks. But it's like you just go whenever. Like anytime you're in a new city, you find a Spoons because what you're gonna get there, even if it's shit. And it's there for every occasion. Your friend's had a birthday, you go to Spoons maybe for some pre-drinks. Your friend's broken up with someone and they need consoling, you go to Spoons. You're at the airport, it's 6 a.m. Spoons is open, it's okay to
Exactly.
drink.
What did my hen do? How tragic is that?
Oh my god, no, Spoons is great.
It's the way
It's
of
just
life.
it literally is like anytime you just want to catch up with a friend, should we meet at Spoons? There's a whole conversation where it's just Spoons, Spoons, and that's all you need to say, and everyone knows what you're talking about.
For real.
Um, so what do we think their Spoons, drinks, and food order would be?
I feel like Primo's got to be like some sort of rum and coke or something.
Oh, like a Kraken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like a Kraken. Because he
Mm.
is a bit of a
Or maybe
Kraken.
like a Guinness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old man's
Mm.
drink. John Smith's.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Smith's, yeah.
Pint of
We're getting really
Stella.
niche. Oh, fucking the wife beater.
Oh. Sorry, surely like Niall's got to be like Frosty Jacks. Do you remember what Frosty Jacks? Do they
Oh
even sell it in
yeah,
Oh,
spoons?
yeah. Frosty Jacks in a park when you're like 14.
Oh yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, I love how everyone universally had that experience of just getting
Yeah.
pissed on Frosty Jacks in a park and passing out, telling your mom that you're at your friend's sleepover, and it's just like, no, we're fucking pissed outside. I feel like he's like Neil is he tries on the curry club day, but he ends up like almost passing out from like a coma.
Me.
Yeah, it just goes straight through him.
Yeah, and that's why he shits himself. Secondo's probably on like the martinis, like but the ones that are on tap that they do now. I don't know if you've seen those.
Oh,
Yeah, they do it
this is
Interesting.
new.
on tap martinis, at least in my local one. Terzo gets the pictures of like Woo Woo and Purple Rain and stuff.
Yeah,
The 2 for
surely.
12. Although I
Yeah,
don't think they're 2 for 12 anymore. I miss when they were 2 for 12.
What? Weren't they like 3 for 12 at one point? I swear. I feel like,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Again, the cause he lives is real.
Aussie lives. I remember
Cause he
going there at
lives.
like 18 and getting like 3 or 2, I don't know, like 3 pictures for tenner or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they'd always like ask you how many glasses you need, and you'd like just a couple of straws, please.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
just about to say that. It's like, how many glasses? Just a straw.
Yeah,
No one buys a picture to share. Really, come on.
So true.
Yeah. And then Copio, he would probably just be probably a Echo Falls man.
I was gonna say like Lambrini maybe, or
Yeah.
like
Oh, fucking Lambrini is another one where you get pissed on for the
yeah,
first time. And
yeah,
WKD.
Caribbean
yeah,
So,
twist.
nah, Secondo gets on the WKDs actually, the blue one,
Yeah.
occasionally.
yeah. And then he'll
Oh,
drink a couple, and he'll stick his tongue out and be like, "Is my tongue blue?"
oh my god, yeah. Nando's.
Oh,
What spice level we going at for everyone?
Um, Primo's probably like plainish because I don't know. I just feel like anything that's not plain will kill him. Maybe.
Real.
I honestly don't think anyone's gonna get past a medium on this.
Yeah.
I think Secondo would get extra hot just to try and impress people, but again, pass out.
Yeah, he'd cry in the toilet afterwards and just be like, "Oh, just my eyes are watering." He'd have a Tracy Beaker moment where he's like, "It's just hay fever."
And Tracy Beaker, oh my god. I was gonna say, who do we think is a lemon and herb person?
Um, maybe that's Primo actually. Maybe Niall's the plainish.
Mm,
Yeah. I think the rest may be just some mediums. And it's the like butterfly chicken burger for most of them, to be honest. And
Yeah.
mash.
yeah, something that's easy.
I reckon Cohere would get anything that's like limited edition.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like I don't know, they did like a limited edition garlic barbecue recently. It was actually pretty good. But I feel
Oh,
like he would just get anything that's new.
I'm not gonna lie, my Nando's order has been the same for the last like 15 years.
oh no,
It's the
same. Like I'm dedicated.
I'm dedicated to that breast burger thing, whatever it is.
Oh, I'm a wrap girly, but like I add the halloumi cheese in just to be that little bit like bougie.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those sweet chili dip with the halloumi. It's amazing. I miss those.
Mm,
The only thing I wrote down, and I don't know why I wrote this down, because then I didn't have any counter arguments, was just that I think that Primo and Neil would be Tories.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
But I don't
very
think the
like
others would be Labour either. Like I'm just like I don't know what the fuck the others would be. Like I feel like one of them would be Green, but like
Yeah,
I
Secondo's
don't
Lib
know.
Dem.
You know that's exactly what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Do you say nihil? Nihil? I
I
never
say
know how to
Nihil.
pronounce it. Nihil. Nihil. That's how I want to pronounce
Nil.
it, but I'm just like Nihil. Nihil. It sounds like I'm saying Nile.
I mean,
I,
we're probably gonna get slated by Americans for how we pronounce many things anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
sure it's fine.
fine. I feel like I'm the worst out of all of us.
I mean, I'm from the Black Country. I've just learnt to tone it down a bit, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like one of them would be black. Actually, that's a good one. Okay, where do we think they would all? What accents they would have if they were British? Because I feel like Terzo would be Northern.
Yeah, I was gonna say Northern or Scottish, maybe.
Oh, he'd be hot Scottish, not gonna
Well,
lie.
that's what I'm thinking because I love the Scottish accent. So, yeah, okay, anything to do with that.
Mm.
Good.
Frankie will be so happy that you said that.
Neil might actually be a Black Country guy, but like the racist Black Country guys,
Yeah,
like
I
the
see
really
it.
old, like has worked in a factory all his life and doesn't like Smethwick type of Black Country guy.
I feel like
Smethwick.
that, or like
Smethwick.
a very like heavy Bristol accent.
Oh, for
Oh,
Neil.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
see it, like
yeah.
Somerset kind of.
Or Rigby
Yeah.
yeah,
liver.
yeah.
For sure.
I feel like
Can
Secondo is just like
He's
Cockney.
Liverpudlian.
Oh, you
Oh,
reckon?
yeah, I
I
think he's
see
either
that.
he's either Cockney or like proper Scouse or like I
Yeah,
can't
no, I
even
see
do
it
it.
actually.
But I do also agree. I see him as like a all right, darling type of
Yeah.
Cockney.
Given he likes madness, apparently, and yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
proper geezer. Copia. I can't place him. He looks. I think he'd be from like Surrey. He looks
Oh yeah.
posh,
Mm.
so he'd probably have just like the received pronunciation.
Yeah, I totally agree actually. Yeah. Oh god, I said that. They're really posh as well. I totally agree. Yeah.
Oh no. Has anyone got anything else that they think might fit the poppers that are very British? Like, I feel like Secondo would own the Sports Direct mug, like the big
Oh my
giant mug.
god. That's
Oh,
so weird. I was about to
absolutely.
say who would
Really?
shop at Sports Direct. Yeah. That's so
So
funny.
it's Secondo, definitely, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe Copia for the tracksuits.
Yeah, definitely actually. I feel like Copia would go to like, yeah, JD or like
JD Sports.
when
Yeah,
it's
he's.
like sale.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you think they'd get from McDonald's?
Good one.
Ooh.
Because someone is definitely like a fillet of fish person.
That's definitely
Feeling.
Niall Nihil.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Primo. I feel like is a McChicken sandwich guy. Secondo a quarter pounder.
Mm.
Terzo's maybe a wrap of the day, and Copia's nuggies.
Yeah, definitely nuggies.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on, I think.
Nuggies and a like a banana milkshake or something.
Yeah, and gets mad when it's broken for the billionth time.
What football team would they support?
Oh god, okay. I feel
I'm so
like
bad with football
I mean,
teams.
same. I don't know why I suggested that. I'm terrible.
I feel like Terzo would be Villa. I don't know why. One of them. I'm only thinking of Midlands teams now for some reason. I feel like someone's gonna be a Wolves fan just because Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin is the VP.
It's
Not
Wolves.
Wolves is Wolverhampton.
Okay, that makes so much sense. Okay, yeah, you just
Yeah.
said Wolverhampton.
But then I feel like someone like Secondo would be like an Arsenal guy or a West
Oh
Ham guy.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
West Ham. Up the Hammers.
Neil, I feel like is Tottenham for whatever reason. Primo is maybe a QPR lad.
Mm.
There's no logic to my thoughts here. I don't know why. It's just like
Maybe what about Copia? Do you think? Did you say Copia already?
trying to think Copia. I think
Hmm.
Copia.
I
He
feel
gives
like
me
maybe
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Same brain.
Literally. Okay, so we're in agreement and he's a Liverpool supporter.
Yeah,
No one...
the red kit, the red jacket. Wait,
Actually, I can imagine Terzo being a Newcastle fan.
As he should be.
He would look good in that kit, the like black and white stripes.
Yeah, it would match the face paint. I'm all for
Yeah.
this.
You know what? That might have to be. If any ghost artists are listening who happen to know what the fuck we're on about, please draw Terzo in a Newcastle United kit, please.
I need to look it
Please,
up.
please.
Oh, what is on their fry up? Like, what's their go-to like breakfast? Like,
Ooh.
or like, yeah, fried breakfast order.
I was gonna say Nil's definitely having black pudding.
Yeah, I was literally about to say like who's having black pudding and who isn't, because it's a very like divided thing.
Yeah,
Nil and
definitely.
Primo, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe Secondo.
I feel like Terzo would just get a sausage bap or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Brown sauce or red sauce?
Oh,
Red.
he's giving. I was gonna
Yeah.
say he's giving ketchup vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Prima would have scrambled eggs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
Rather
like a
than
watery type.
yeah,
Ew.
not like. No, I was gonna say like as a side thing, I feel like Prima would have the tea that's like white milky.
Oh god, my nan had that. Used to have that.
To be fair, I'm like that.
I love that though. Yeah, like give it to me. Why it's possible. I feel like Copia would have like avo on toast or something to
Yeah.
match Surrey.
Or like what's like is Cookie Crisp like a just a British cereal or is that like a global
I don't
thing?
know.
Golden Nuggets, those type of cereals.
Oh,
Yeah,
classic.
Golden Nuggets slap, I'm not gonna lie. Mm.
is Cookie Crisp American? Why am I typing so slow? It was produced by in the US.
Oh,
Is that
bastard.
James?
God, I can't have anything.
In which case, I retract my statement.
What biscuits would they eat?
Ooh.
Oh,
Their fave picky.
Who's the custard cream lad? And why is it
Mm,
Terzo?
I was about to say
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Terzo.
so. But I feel
Definitely
like
Terzo.
Copia's the opposite, and he's like a Bob, and you know how they kind of like go together,
Yeah.
but at the same time they don't.
Yeah,
He's 100% Bourbon. Like, it's a Nils Hobnobs. Or like the Scottish shortbread. Like
Yeah,
love them.
those brick style ones.
yeah,
They're not my favourite thing. That was like my breakfast for like a year. I just had 2 of them.
So good. Secondo,
Um,
I feel like is just like a milk what are they called?
like a malted milk.
malted milk.
Yeah, that or like a
Yeah.
rich tea, something that you can dip and make it like
Yeah.
soggy.
Like a
Yeah, like
nice or nice biscuit, whatever they're called, with like the weird
yeah.
coconut stuff on the top.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or like it's a rich tea. Actually,
Yeah.
Primo's probably rich tea. Or a Chucky digestive.
Rich 2 fingers, 100%.
Mmm. No, you know what Copia has? I think he also has jammy Dodgers.
yes.
Those are the elite biscuit, and I'll
They
fight
are.
anyone who says they're not.
I mean, Terzo also gives me like party ring vibes.
Oh yeah, I can
Oh,
see that.
yeah.
Party rings
Oh,
are so good. And ice gems.
Yes.
yes, definitely. Or like, I don't know, like dark chocolate digestives or something. Something a bit sensual. I don't know why. Why is chocolate like a sensual thing in the UK? Like the adverts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is,
Like,
isn't it? The Lint
yeah,
adverts are like basically porn.
yeah.
Chocolate porn.
Oh, I thought of a I don't know if this is a niche thing. What party song at family function in a social club gets them on the dance floor? Like who's
Fuck.
getting up to the cha-cha slide?
Oh,
Oh God.
It's got to be
Just
one of those social club parties that your family
yeah.
has for someone's like
yeah.
30th or whatever.
I feel like Copia's going for the Macarena.
100%. I feel like Secondo. No, Primo's a time walk guy.
Oh yeah, he's
He
definitely
kind
time
of
warp.
reminds me of Riff
Yeah.
Raff from Rocky Horror.
See it.
Like that, or like maybe Agadoo.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
yes.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
some reason, a lot of my southern friends don't know a lot of the Black Lace songs like Agadoo and Superman.
What? How do they not
Oh,
know that?
I
Superman
have
was
no
one of
idea.
the best.
Oh, for
Fucking
sure.
Superman. Yeah.
Superman was a bop. Like, I feel like Neil would be Music Man.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
He
definitely.
comes from down the lane.
Do you
For
remember
real.
Oops Upside Your Head?
Yes. Who's getting that?
I don't know. Probably Terzo. I don't know.
Yay.
Someone who needs to sit down, maybe. So maybe Nihil.
But I also think Terzo would do that just so he could sit behind an attractive girl
Yeah, that is
and
so
get his legs
true.
around her.
Mhm.
But I
Also,
also feel like Terzo would get up to Time of Our Life by like that was on Dirty Dancing
oh yeah, and he'd be
at
the
the end of the
Yeah.
one.
night.
Yeah, he'd be the one like running up and jumping into someone's arms.
Like I said, since Secondo is a scar slut, any sort of madness song that comes on is where he comes alive.
Yeah, defo.
Mm.
What
Why
about
do I
what
want?
like crisps they would eat, like British crisps? Because like obviously Americans call them chips and stuff. So
And the Americans have not tried Skips.
what? They're like my favorite crisp.
Oh, they're
Definitely.
so good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who would eat Skips then.
I thought it's gonna be one of the older ones because they're like fish flavored, and not a lot of people like fish. Old people love
Mm,
fish.
Yeah, like that and quavers where they just like melt on your tongue so you don't actually have to eat them.
Yeah, good point.
yeah, definitely one of the olders.
I feel like Terzo is definitely a Sensations Thai sweet chili, whatever it's
Oh
called.
Yeah.
my god. Secondo is the is it the what's the is it McCann's or the you know the steak, the rigid ones?
Oh, the McCoy ones, yeah.
That's the one, yeah, McCoy's.
Imagine I can on the brain.
oh my god. I feel like who's like a what's its guy?
See,
um,
I'd put them in the same category as like skips and quavers because they do melt a little bit.
yeah, and they do
Okay.
smell like they are smelly grandad. Even though I love them, they're definitely smelly grandad crisps. You know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
So maybe like
I'm trying to
Secondo
think.
up. I feel like Secondo actually is a hula hoops guy, and I can't explain it.
Yeah, but
The
the
beef
beefy
ones.
ones. Yeah.
Beef. Yeah. I feel like Copia is like hummus chips or something. Like I don't know,
Oh,
something
like the
really.
yeah, I'm trying to think what's in like the meal deal sections of like
I like kettle chips.
yeah, in kettle
See,
Like
I
what?
chips.
think
Pop
Copia's
chips.
more like a salt and vinegar squares kind of guy.
Oh, I see it
You know what?
actually.
I did think that, or I thought just the salt and vinegar Walkers.
Hmm. I
But
don't know why I just get salt and vinegar vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like he's also a Space Raiders guy.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the saucy knickknacks.
Oh yeah. What about discos? I think Terzo's a discos guy, like the salt and vinegar
I've
ones
had
that blow your
discos.
fucking brains off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I think they're discontinued now. I don't know if they are,
Wait,
but
because
like
they're so good.
I keep seeing
That will
TikToks like
actually
discontinued
that
British
break my heart.
snacks. Yeah, and
No,
discos is on them, and I'm like, oh no, sad.
Have you
discos are
seen though that
elite.
they're bringing the Milky Way crispy rolls back as
I
in bar
know. Oh my
buns?
god.
What
No
a time
fucking
to be
way.
alive!
Oh my
And like
god.
79 pence as well.
They need to bring back the Mars Delights. They were so
I
good.
fucking loved
Oh
them. They
yes.
were like the Milky Way crispy rolls, but the Mars version.
Mm.
So good. So good.
So good. What sandwich do we think they're going for their meal deal?
Oh, that's a good one.
Who's
I
getting
think
Neil's getting the prawn one.
yeah,
Or,
Neil's getting the prawn one, and maybe Primo's getting the cheese and onion.
or
That's
just
grim.
ham no butter.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
ham.
I feel
Ooh.
like Secondo's going for a cheese plowman's.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can see that.
Terzo maybe a BLT.
That's
Mhm.
exactly what I was just about to say. Oh, and then Copia would probably get. I feel like he'd get one of the wraps, but like the fluffel, the
I was about to say
falafel
falafel.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give us some falafel wrap with
Yeah.
like
those.
kettle chips.
Yeah, the fancy shit that even though it's Tesco's, he's trying to make it seem better than Tesco's.
He'll definitely get like an innocent smoothie with it as well because he knows it'll be like £4 alone. But with the meal deal, he's getting a bar.
Falafel and hummus, kettle chips, and a innocent smoothie. Because I need to get my money's worth, you know.
For real.
Yeah.
No, but that the Tesco's plant-based falafel with the like mango jam is fire.
Oh, okay. I haven't tried that.
It's,
I don't think
try it,
I
it's
need to
so
get that.
good. I'm not even like vegetarian, but it's so good.
What meat they have on their roast or Christmas dinner? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's too weird.
Aren't we all turkey bitches in the UK?
I don't know. Like loads of people like, oh, I'm having a lamb this year. Oh, great. Like,
That
I
is
don't
just
care.
sacrilege.
Such a British conversation.
Oh, that's my intro right there.
I feel like the only time we really have turkey is at Christmas because I've never had a Sunday dinner and been like, I'm having turkey on it. It's too dry.
Yeah.
Why do we have it? I don't understand. Like, I
Because we
mean,
have
I
to
don't eat it
suffer.
anyway. But when I was a kid, I was like, why the fuck am I eating this dry shit I can barely chew? Like,
Because we're
Merry Christmas.
suffering in the name of Jesus.
Thanks,
yeah.
Jesus.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Here's some dry meat.
What do the Swedes
Just
eat on
remind.
Christmas?
Oh, I did know this. Let me get. I know they watch Donald Duck on Christmas Eve, and it's like my favorite tradition that I partook in last year.
That's
That
fucking
is
weird.
so
Why do they do
cute.
that?
I
I love
don't
it,
know.
but like,
It's on at like 3 o'clock every Christmas Eve. But bear in mind, their Christmas Eve is like like our Christmas Day.
oh
So it's
yeah,
Christmas Eve is more of a big deal, which is funny because it means like the twins are technically, because they get their presents and stuff on Christmas Eve. So the twins' birthday is technically on their Christmas.
it's actually.
Yeah, because they were born on our Christmas Eve, but it's the Swedes' Christmas Day. That's weird.
Oh, that is
Uh,
cute.
so they get double pres apparently. Um, Swedish Christmas dinner.
Glug, apparently. Whatever glug is. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. GLO with an umlaut, GG. Glug.
Oh,
Oh my god, okay, what British icon would they be?
my God. Okay. I don't know why Terzo's giving me Sharon Osbourne vibes.
Oh yeah. I mean, they kind
Yeah,
of
but
look
like
kind of alike.
Yeah.
X Factor
Can't-
audition day is Sharon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a
Well,
yeah.
What's your
Uh,
name? Rachel.
Rachel.
Nothing. I'm lazy at the moment.
it's so mate.
Oh, they're like I don't know. Who's Gemma Collins?
That's
Who's
what I
Gemma
was
Collins?
about to ask next. Oh, see, I can also imagine Terzo with a bit of a Gemma Collins accent,
Yeah.
so and the
I'm
sassiness.
claustrophobic, Darren. I've got money.
I'm not getting involved. I'm just in to enjoy myself GC style. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like one of them should be Nikki Graham. Do you
Oh
remember
my
her?
God, she
May
was
she, may she
iconic.
rest in peace.
It's
Where did you find her?
Got a big bowl of cornflakes, mountains of cornflakes.
Oh.
people aren't going to understand this at all. It's just going to be us
No.
pulling things at each other.
Why does Secondo give me Gordon Ramsay vibes? Like I can imagine him shouting
I
that
see
way.
it.
It's fucking wrong.
It's fucking
Fucking
raw. What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Copia gives me Alan Carr vibes.
Oh yeah, I kind of see
I
it.
don't know why.
I feel like Primo is that guy on TikTok who's like, do you know what, lads? That is bloody lovely. But he's not really an icon because I don't even know his name. But
No. Neil. Okay. No, Primo gives me Aunt. Do you remember Auntie Mabel
oh yeah,
with the
What,
with
from
the
Bring Me
spotted plane?
Outside?
Yeah, that was such a sick show.
Oh.
she's dead now. Sad
Oh.
Yeah.
times. Sorry
Happy
to make it all
Sunday.
about death.
No, you know what? Who I can imagine Terzo slightly being. Do you know the guy from Come Diamond with Me, where he's like, "You've won the money, Jane. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Dear God, what a sad little life you have."
I was just going to say, someone came into work yesterday with like a red jumper on with a picture of Tracy Beaker that said bog off. And I was like, that is the most British thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
hilarious.
Who would be Kim Woodburn?
Oh.
Oh, Nihil probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you little bitch.
Common as muck.
Amazing. Oh God, Mr. Blobby, fuck off.
Love of my life. I love Mr. Blobby.
No, he
I
can.
will defend Mr. Blobby till the end of the world.
I feel like Nihil's like Mr. Bobby because he just comes out of nowhere and makes like a scene and then goes away. Like that is literally all Mr. Bobby does.
Do you know that bit where he came on of the big fat quiz of the year and Jack Whitehall
Yeah.
shat himself? That is me.
He is creepy. I don't understand why it was a thing. Like, or it is still a thing, I suppose. Like, why? I don't know. As a kid, I was freaked out by Mr. Bobby.
Yeah. Who else is a British icon? I don't know why. Neil also gives me a bit of Louis Walsh vibes. Or maybe
Yeah.
Primo. Primo. He's a young David Bowie, Simon.
I feel like Terzo's like Elton John or something as well.
Oh my god, yes.
And like I feel like Primo's like Vicky Pollard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so gonna leave off there. So Hannah, where can we find you on Twitter?
I don't actually know how to pronounce my username, which is good to know, but it's Cerise Dewey, maybe. It is spelt like this. We know how to spell Cerise and Duis, but it's nothing to do with DUIs. Just it means twice, I think, in Latin. So,
Good to know.
so
Good to know.
yeah.
All right, and Sophie, where can we find you?
I am Spittlefields, but just replace the A with a 4, and that is the easiest way to describe it.
All right, I'll try and leave the ats in the description. Yeah, I'm Alva. You know where I am. I'm everywhere, whether you like it or not. So yeah. But
We
yeah,
love it.
thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.